You have felt it, even if you have never said it aloud. Time is moving faster than it used to. The years are sliding past, quicker and quicker, and you cannot seem to slow them. A whole month vanishes, and you barely remember it happening. You say it without thinking. Where did the year go? Where did the time go? It is not your imagination. The feeling is real, and almost everyone has it. But the reason for it is stranger, and more important, than you think. And once you understand it, you can begin to fight back. Because time is not actually speeding up. Something else is happening to you. First, go back. Remember being a child. Remember how long a single summer used to be. School ended and an ocean of time opened up in front of you. A summer was an entire era, a world with its own seasons inside it. An afternoon could last 1,000 years. A car journey to somewhere far felt like crossing a continent. Waiting for your birthday was an act of unbearable patience. A single year was a vast and almost endless country. That is how time once felt. Slow, enormous, full. Now, look at your life as it is now. A year arrives, and before you have understood it, it is gone. The seasons flicker past like pages turned by someone else's hand. You put up a calendar, and it seems you take it down a few weeks later. People say, "Can you believe it is already the end of the year?" And you cannot. You genuinely cannot believe how fast it went. The endless summers of childhood have become a blur of vanishing months. The same year, the same 365 days. And yet, somehow, it has shrunk to almost nothing. So here's the first reason, and it is pure, simple mathematics. When you are 5 years old, 1 year is 1/5 of your entire life. It is 20% of everything you have ever known. Of course it feels enormous. Compared to your whole existence, it is. But when you are 50, 1 year is only 1/50th of your life. It is barely 2% of the time you have already lived. Each passing year is a smaller and smaller slice of the whole. So each one feels faster, because relative to all your years, it is smaller. Your life is not measured in days, it is measured in proportions. But proportion is only half the story. The deeper reason is memory. Think again about why childhood felt so long. When you are young, almost everything is happening for the first time. The first time you saw the sea, the first time you rode a bike, the first taste, the first kiss, the first real friend, the first loss. Every day was crowded with things your brain had never processed before. And the brain pays close attention to what is new. It records the new in vivid, dense, unforgettable detail. Childhood is long in memory because childhood is almost entirely new. Because this is the secret of how we feel time passing. We do not measure time with a clock, we measure it with memories. When you look back on a period of your life, your brain asks the question, how much do I remember happening here? How many markers did I lay down? A stretch of time thick with new memories feels long when you look back. A stretch of time with almost no new memories feels like it barely existed. The richer the record, the longer the remembered time. The thinner the record, the more it collapses into nothing. Time, as you experience it, is built entirely out of what you remember. And this is exactly what goes wrong as we get older. Slowly, without noticing, our lives become routine. We find the job, the route, the habits, the safe and settled patterns. You have driven that same road to work 1,000 times. And your brain, efficient as ever, simply stopped recording it. Why store another copy of a day it has already seen 100 times? So the weeks begin to blur because they are all the same week. Whole months pass with nothing new enough to leave a single mark. You are alive for every day of it, and you remember almost none of it. There is a strange clue hidden in how we feel time on holiday. A week somewhere new feels short while you are living it. It flies. But afterwards, when you look back, it feels enormous. It feels like a month. Because it was packed with new sights, new streets, new sensations. And then think of an ordinary week of routine at home. It can feel slow and dull while you are inside it. But when you look back, it has vanished. It left no trace at all. The novelty did not slow the clock in the moment. It made the memory deep, and depth of memory is what we read as time. So understand what is truly happening to you. Time is not accelerating. The clock has not changed. What has thinned out is the record you are keeping of your life. You are not losing time. You are failing to remember it. The years feel fast because so few of them contain anything new. This is the quiet danger of a comfortable, repeating life. You can sleepwalk through a decade and feel as though it lasted a season. The days are long, the old saying goes, but the years are short. And the years are short because the days have stopped being different. And it is worth feeling the weight of that for a moment. This is the one life you are given, this exact one. And it is possible to arrive at its end having barely been awake for it. To have passed through years and years on a kind of autopilot. Present for everything and remembering almost nothing. There is no tragedy quite like a life that was lived but never felt. The goal was never simply to add more years to your time. The goal is to add more time, more life to your years. And the good news is that you can, starting now. Because if novelty is what stretches time, then the cure is clear. Stop letting your days become identical. Break the pattern on purpose. Take a different road home. Even a small change makes the brain wake up. Learn the thing you keep saying you will learn one day. Go to the place you have never been. Meet the person you would not have met. Say yes to what is new, even when comfort whispers to stay. Every first time you create lays down another marker in your memory. And a life full of markers is a life that feels long and full and yours. You cannot add days to your life, but you can add life to your days. And there is one more thing, quieter than novelty and even more powerful. Attention, the simple act of being truly here. Most of our moments vanish because we were never really in them. We were half elsewhere, planning, worrying, scrolling, somewhere else. But when you give a moment your whole undivided attention, it deepens, it widens, it presses itself into memory and stays. A single sunset, truly watched, outlasts 1,000 you ignored. You do not need a more exciting life to slow down time. You need to be awake for the life you already have. So, this is the strange gift hidden inside the speeding years. The acceleration is a warning, a small alarm asking you to wake up. The blur is your own life, quietly asking to be noticed. You still have time, you have this year, this season, this day. Fill them with the new, pay them your full attention. Lay down memories thick enough that the years cannot swallow them whole. Because in the end, a long life and a full life are the same thing. Not measured in the count of your days, but in how much of them you were truly, completely awake to live. The clock will keep its pace, but you do not have to sleep through it.